Okay, we're going to try that again. I forgot to turn my audio on. So here we are, Whispers from Eternity, and it's noontime on November 23rd during the week of the American Giving of Thanks, Thanksgiving. Well, we'll talk more about Thanksgiving on another time. I wanted to read number 177, but there's a footnote here I think you might find interesting also. You see, Yogananda, okay, I keep getting messages that the audio isn't working, but I'm going to assume that it's just my friend's audio for the time being. So the footnotes says that in the 1949 edition of Whispers from Eternity, prayer number 177 was a duplicate, and it's omitted here in this edition, which was edited by Swami Kriyananda not that many years ago. And the prayer that preceded number 220 was left unnumbered, and it's given the number 219 here in this edition. As a result, prayers 177 through 218 in this book are one number lower than in an earlier edition. That's for those of you who are Virgos who pay attention to important details like this. In any case, the title for today is Blow Thy Music Through My Shattered Reed. Thou master piper, blow thy music through the reed of all religions, so often broken by sectarian selfishness, and bring forth thy one theme of truth. Dress that divine melody with many chords, showing the richness of thy spirit. And, O Master Piper, gather together from all the highways and byways of truth's numerous expressions all the uncompleted songs of lonely hearts seeking attunement with thee, and let them flow into complete melodies of joy through the love-playing flute of life. O my silence-tuned radio mind, I listen daily for thy thrilling, anciently familiar flute tones. I tried to tune into them, but you seemed so far, far away, and at first the busy static of restlessness only crackled in my silence. Then, at last, however, with a few fine, careful touches of concentration, I heard a soft, rustling sound, as if on wings of peace. And suddenly I heard you piping softly, then more loudly and ever more loudly, with a swelling chorus of all earth's goodness and the latent nobility in all hearts. Well, that's a beautiful, if somewhat long, prayer demand. I'm going to keep it open because, as so often happens, there are so many valuable points to share with us all. One is the unity of all religions, a perfect theme for a week of Thanksgiving, so that we can be thankful for all aspects of life. Really what he's saying here, and it's interesting that he doesn't say it, interesting to me at least, is he's talking about the great sound of Om. In other words, vibrating through all the atoms of creation is the goodness, the greatness, the nobility, the blessedness, in other words, of the divine presence as creation, in the multitudinous forms of creation. And that kind of concentration he talks about here is very finely tuned. You know, the razor's edge of consciousness is a blend, a dance, not a blend really, a dance between concentration and openness. The one being called perception, the other being called feeling, the one described as being masculine, the other one described as feminine. But these are just terms. We can feel the difference between our focus, which if too strong, too much willpower, dissolves into a kind of dry, arid, sterile experience, and that other kind of upwelling feeling, which can overwhelm one and turn into an emotional billow, an emotional cloud that just takes us of vagueness that just takes us away from its own beauty. And so that razor's edge, that dance of life, which is really the essence of true meditation, whether in the practice of techniques of meditation or in the more deeper and more important actual inner silence, is that dance between my concentration and my openness. Because the openness represents the unending change, the flow of energy and deep, and the river of different feelings. It could be peace, it could be love, it could be joy, it could be power, it could be the sounds of the ether, the sound of Om, and it could produce the inner light. So I'm going to sing a few bars. I am Om, I am Om. Here we go. Oh, well, I guess I'm not. My little gizmo ran out of batteries. Well, it's not been my technology day. And so this Thanksgiving, try to feel the silence behind your words, the feeling behind your observing mind. Not just the gratitude for the Thanksgiving meal, not just the gratitude for your friends and loved ones, not even your gratitude for the gift of life, but go deeper than that. Gratitude is an attitude that offsets lack of awareness, lack of appreciation, or perhaps even going more darkly down, resentment, sadness, depression. Gratitude is a great attitude to lift one's spirits from the depths of self-enclosure. But it's simply an antidote. There is a state beyond gratitude, which is the isness, the I am, but not a sterile I am as if it were a mere fact. No, it's the I am all. And who is that I anyway? It is thee. I am thou, thou art mine, dancing life together. We can accept all things, even the difficulties, the pain, the sorrow of life is but the dance of life, ebbing and flowing and echoing down through the ages. And so our perceiving mind can see that great Leela, that great dance, that great life, and can yet rejoice in it, not reject it, not analyze it, be present with it and enter into it with complete awareness. For this, we are grateful for the great teachings of Advaita Vedanta, the great teachings of the Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, the great teachings of the rishis of East and West, and for those who have brought it to our shores, especially Paramahansa Yogananda, sent here to enlighten us. Be thankful, be happy, be healthy. Joy to you. Signing off from Camano Island. If I can figure